Hello, everybody, and welcome to SBL Match of the Week number 9. This one is going to be Saget versus Fury, a very heated match. Two players looking to make playoffs, and I am Cyber, and I'm joined by SBL legend and cup winner Matty Icenoggle.
You are too kind. Thank you, Cyber. It is an honor to be here. I am Matthew Icenoggle, aka Matty Ice, CEO, founder, and sole employee of Icenoggle Industries TM. We are hiring, by the way, Mr. Cyberstraw, if you would be interested. If ESPN ever gets old, just saying.
Well, I mean, that's really kind of you. I will say, Icenoggle Industries is it's like equal to like a top tier company, bigger than Google.
I would agree.
Amazon.
And it does get tiring making all those buttons by myself. So, if you're interested, anyway. Looking forward to a great matchup here. So
let's look into these old pokey pace. So I will take over Saget's team here, and to start off, we've got a Chin Pao, Clear Amulet, Terra Ghost, a very classic set for the old Chin Pao. Obviously good. You can't get intimidated, and you get rid of your 4x weakness. You've got a Power Herb, Clear Body, Dragapult, again immune to Intimidate, and you can get that Phantom Force in one turn. We got a Terra Ghost on both of those first two Pokemon just to boost the ghost damage on the Dragapult.
I will say, from first-hand experience, that is scary.
Yeah, same here. That move is strong. It's one of the strongest you can get. You've also got Inteleon here with Terra Ghost as well. So a lot of guys trying to probably counter Fake Out. You got some Flip Turn, some Snipe Shot action. No Scope Lens there. You got a Terra Ground Mesprit with a Lumberry. Interesting, trying to avoid some status here. And then we've got Toedscruel with an Akaberry, Terra Water, Acupressure, taking a page out of Cam's book. Hey, I will say Saget and Cam are good pals. It seems like a Cam play right here. And now we're moving on to the final person of Saget's team, and we've got a Alcremie with a Covert Cloak and a Decorate. That is a horrifying strategy right there. You don't want to be on the receiving end of that.
Yeah. Whew. That is a scary team. All right. Well, let's get to Fury's team here. I'm a big nickname guy. I don't know if you know that. 2-time,
really?
3-time, actually 3-time. I think best nicknames overall. Anyway, Senior Pink Garchomp with the Choice Band, T-Type Dragon, rockin' Rock Slide, Stomping Tantrum, Terra Blast, and Crunch. I like the Choice Band there because it's kind of funny since Saget not typically, but sometimes runs the Choice Band on his own Dragapult, so that's kind of cool. Let's see, Shiftry with the Covert Cloak, T-Type Grass, Fake Out, Sucker Punch, Protect, Leaf Blade, average GTA player. Lycanroc, Can't Stop the Rock with a Focus Sash, T-Type Ghost, Accelerock, Crunch, Rock Slide, Protect, I like it. Hippoyust, Hippowdon, Aguaberry, T-Type Steel, Heavy Slam, Protect, Slack Off, Curse. T-Type Steel, Heavy Slam could go hard. Rotom Heat, Breaking Bad, Choice Scarf, T-Type Ghost, Thunderbolt, Overheat, Trick, Shadow Ball. That could be pretty interesting. I like the Tentacruel bring here. We got a little Toedscruel versus Tentacruel. Rocking Black Sludge, T-Type Flying, Acupressure.
Look at that.
But we got two Acupressures.
A Tentacruel
that's crazy.
Acupressure duel.
That's really funny.
No way.
And then Screech, Scary, Knockoff, Protect. I like these teams.
Okay. This is going to be an exciting match. I hope both of the Cruels get sent in. I hope we get this game both.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Which one is the better Cruel? That's the question.
I don't know. I will say, if we're talking purely draft league history, I think Tentacruel has a bigger pedigree. On Bingo's team, it put in some work.
Mm-hmm.
But Toedscruel overall probably better. Yep. But it hasn't done more than Tentacruel yet. I feel like it's been on a lot of teams, but I feel like it struggled to find success.
Yes, I tried it. Wasn't terrible. It's just I feel like it didn't have the offensive threat that you need.
I will say I think it was pretty good on Shrug's team, so he put in some work with it. Mm-hmm. But now here we go to the actual match.
Oh, here we go. So I
Alrighty.
did some extensive research on the matchup history between these two teams, and there is none yet. But that just means it's a clean slate, and a new rivalry might be about to form. We'll see.
Yeah. I think that they're both like. I think what makes it super interesting is that both teams here are in this area where they can make playoffs. So this is a must
Mhm.
win. You know,
Yeah.
at this late this season, when your back is against the wall, you know, you're gonna get some of the most intense matches. You know, they've
Yep.
got to be close. They've got to play hard. So we'll see how this one shakes down.
I
And
would
we're
say,
actually gonna get
yeah,
into it here.
yeah, I would say it's a must-win for Fury. Um, I feel like Saget can almost kind of afford to lose, but I think Fury would need this one to make playoffs.
I don't know. You know, I,
It just
I
depends.
yeah, it just depends. 5-5. That's a scary spot to be. So yeah, I don't know. It's a tough spot. You can definitely make playoffs though, 5-5,
Yeah.
as long as you know, things shake down where there's some kind of tiebreaker. All right, so we're gonna see a Mesprit. Oh, he does not Saget hovering Mesprit, but cannot select the Mesprit. You know,
Oh,
levitate against Fury here is really strong, so I see why he would want it.
yep, yep. I like it. Spirit Bomb and Toes McGodes.
Yeah.
Also, Cold Finger. Whew, I love that nickname. That might need to be nominated.
Ooh. Yeah, these are some good ones. I think honestly, Fury's definitely going to lead some form of sand here. I think
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying. I think we're going to see a Lycanroc on lead, or maybe Chomp. Just someone's going to be paired with the Hippowdon.
That's funny. I was thinking the same thing. I hadn't quite said it yet.
Wow, it's almost like you know, it's almost like
Maybe we're on the same page, you know?
yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think you should read to the next page. All
Also,
right.
don't look at the week 3 up in the corner there. It should be week 9.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Alrighty. And now we have seen the leads.
Ooh.
Yep, and we do have a
Garchomp lead.
we have a Chomp lead, but this time with Shiftry. So we're
Big
gonna
fake
see
out
some
pressure.
fake out. Yeah. Yeah, you need to try, if you're Saget, to get some kind of value off of this fake out. Because you know that Fury's going to get a fake out and a move off with Chomp. So the guy who doesn't get faked out needs to do something here. So, you know, Calm Mind and Tricker both have potential to help support the late game.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that's just rolling the dice, you know.
Crit
But
on the fake out.
yeah, but there's no flinch in the slide, so really, the fake out gets, you know, just a slight percentage damage on both, and now Saget has a Calm Mind setup, so this is going to apply a lot of pressure to Fury here, I would say.
Does he call mine again? Ooh, Spirit Bomb.
Oh man,
Becoming true to its name.
I think you do, because this play that Saget's doing, it only loses to, I believe, a flinch. I believe a flinch play from Fury. I don't know if Fury has a way to take it out.
Well, Saget almost needs to. Ooh.
Yeah, but we're seeing a switch here. And here comes the slide. But no flinches still. So this is just, I think
Wow.
Saget is in the driver's seat here. Yeah, this is big.
Yeah. Wow. That
Yeah,
thing is
Saget.
about to unleash a Spirit Bomb.
Yeah.
Trick Room
Well,
goes up.
you know, and it
Wait.
really does have the Spirit Bomb move.
Hippowdon
But
will be the slowest thing, right?
yeah, Hippowdon would actually be slower now, so that's a really good swap from Fury. And
Ooh, the heavy slam. Don't sleep on it.
Yeah, that might be able to kill. Yeah, that second
Ooh.
Calm Mind might have been a little too greedy, but we'll see here.
Well, I think he needs to Rage Powder. Well, yeah, he needs Rage Powder for sure.
Let's see. Ooh,
Or no? Oh, it goes for the Spore?
I'm really curious who Fury targets with the Powdon, because it really might be able to pick up the KO on the Mesprit, right?
That'd be huge. Fake out back in. Terra here?
Yeah. Big Terra ground. Oh. And a Protect play. No way. 3 in a row. This is, well, I'm not sure what to think of this right now. This is pretty insane. Fury, an amazing swap into the Spore. And honestly, stalling this Trick Room, even though she has the slowest on the field, this might work out in her favor because the Hippowdon can get some damage off here. But also, her switches and protects have stalled a turn of this Trick Room. So she's setting herself up for success now and later. We'll see if the Spirit Bomb gets off, though. That stored power is certainly a Spirit Bomb. At this point, +6. I believe the strength on that is I think it might be base 140. It's either 120 or 140. So just imagine a Draco Meteor, a +3 Draco Meteor hitting you.
Ooh. There's the Heavy Slam. Big Protect.
Ooh, that is
a double.
That's a big Protect there from Saget. He did a classic strategy of he just created a massive threat on the field and then kind of baits the attack into it. But he's not getting much out of this Trick Room is the issue. I wonder if maybe if he'll be able to get a move off. I think that's genuinely the concern with all the setup. I think Fury's Hippowdon might OHKO from here.
Could also Sucker Punch her.
That's true.
Huge Sucker Punch, actually. I think he doubles Mesprit. I'm sorry, she doubles Mesprit.
Yeah, that's not what we're gonna see here, though. We're instead seeing a Lycanroc swap. And the Sucker Punch does come out, and it's enough to pick up the KO next turn, if it can live.
Wow.
Oh, and the Spirit Bomb. Down to Sash.
Is it the end of Trick Room, or is there one more?
I believe...
Sandstorm.
I believe this might be the end of Trick Room. And the Sandstorm does pick up that KO.
That was huge.
Yeah. What's interesting, though, is the Lycanroc has Protect, so it would be able to stall out this last turn of Trick Room anyways.
True.
And then, it would have to commit... It might have to commit the Crunch to kill the Mesprit. I'm not positive, considering rocks are weak now. It's not very effective on the ground Terra Mesprit. I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious how she'll play it with Lycanroc, but I think you Protect. Yep, there it is.
Oh.
Yeah, that's strong damage.
Wow, good play.
I think, though, are we going to see a Spirit Bomb? Yep.
Oh, wow.
This is the curious one. Wow. There it is. Huge. Goku. That's Goku right there. I know Annihilate, is Goku and all, but this Mesprit trained on King Kai's planet.
Yeah.
This Mesprit trained on King Kai's planet.
Making a case.
Yeah, 10 times gravity. And that just hit a Spirit Bomb.
Jeez. So Trick Room is up, right? Or it's.
I believe it's gone now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So I think now we may see a Rock Slide. I feel like Rock Slide is. You might just double Rock Slide, to be honest. Here, if you're Fury,
Yeah.
you run the chance of a flinch. You have the chances of a miss, but you also have a good chance to hit a flinch if one misses, one hits. So I think it might be a good gamble.
Okay.
Yeah, Terra Dragon. I don't think Fury necessarily has to take a hit this turn. But this could help the damage out later on.
Oh, the miss. Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is really unfortunate. Rock Slide miss there. But that is the game we play.
That is the game we
And
play.
I'm not sure. I think that would kill, but I can't. I think I would have to say that would kill. Yeah,
I would think so. That's stab, Rock Slide.
Mm-hmm. I do. This is a very interesting play from Fury, though. I like to see the Terra Dragon, Terra Blast for a stronger. Well, actually, I suppose it's about the same as Dragon Claw, isn't it? So this might be more for defensive purposes.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm not sure what the move was there over Dragon Claw, but
Well, it's going off right now. Holy.
it is.
Yeah.
I think that should be game though.
We've got Shrug in the comments with a no contact. Being Terra Blast does not connect, so that could be it.
I actually didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, maybe. But we have game one going to Saget.
Good game. Good
Saget.
game.
Yeah, that was a good game. Saget with his Mesprit just charging that Spirit Bomb. He was like, he just needed his side Pokemon to support it and let it get it up, setting the Trick Room. And he was charging it for like 4 turns. And then we saw the power of it. Oko and the Hippowdon.
How many did he get off? Was it 3 or 4?
I think he got 3 Calm Minds off.
Yeah.
So it was +6 in total stats for the stored power. But
wow.
So I think it was 140. Base 140, I believe.
Fury does have a lot of physical attackers, though, so the special defense boost wasn't mattering too much.
No, I'd say it's mostly at that point I guess it was just for the special attack boost.
Yeah.
She didn't wind up bringing Tentacruel or Rotom Heat, so that definitely plays a factor. I think though, Saget probably wants to go Calm Mind because Rotom Heat pressures a lot of these guys. Like Rotom Heat's going to pressure, Chin-Pao, Inteleon, and Toadscruel. So it's like he needs to get something up to counter it, but she wound up not bringing it. So that kind of plays into Fury's favor a bit. If she goes all physical, and he can like kind of spam that setup on her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like to see a little Rotom bring here. Make things interesting.
Yeah, this team, just due to the way that, Saget has a team, it's a hyper offense team. It'll nuke you, but it can't take a lot of hits. And one thing that you can do with Chomp and Rotom Heat is Disquake. Spread against a team like Saget's can go a long way. So, but there's obviously no Disquake here, but you still have a really good duo of Pokemon here with a Rock Slide spread, and then just just Rotom can touch basically everything on this team, even Dragapult with the Shadow Ball that is carrying. So yeah, I think Rotom should probably come this game.
Will we get the Tentacruel versus Toadscruel?
Yeah, I don't know. We might. Oh,
there it is.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, but the Inteleon.
Yeah, well, see, this is funny, because I would say right off the bat that Fury's gonna want to tear the Rotom.
Wow.
And also,
like, super effective.
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I think Fury's gonna want to tear this Rotom just because she knows she can't take a snipe shot, but she could also OHKO one of these guys.
Mm-hmm. T-type Ghost on the Rotom. Grass on Shiftry.
This is interesting because the Rage Powder, if Fury goes for a fake out, then the Rage Powder is not going to matter. If the Rotom targets the Toadscruel anyways and fakes out, and then the Shiftry fakes out the Inteleon. Oh, but the Terra Ghost.
Terra Ghost.
Wow.
Big
Good
play.
call.
There it is.
Yep, that's a great call. Let's see what she chose, though, for the move. Big damage on the Shiftry.
Does not have a Focus Sash. Wow, that is a 1% live.
Well, we see a big trick now. So it's scarfed into Rage Powder. That thing...
Wow.
That thing does like to Rage Powder, though. So Saget, he just lost a lot of versatility, but he might not be upset with this, to be honest. Oh, and that is... Wow. A new layer of this board just appeared. Tearing Ghost beats the fake out, but that's what's so good about Shiftry is it's the dark type and Sucker Punch.
Wow, yeah. This will be big.
That was a great call from Fury.
Wow.
And that is also, I will say, shout outs to Saget's prep there. That is an incredible live to live in overheat from a Rotom.
Yep.
So a big 1% live there. So I think the interesting thing is Saget may just want to set up right now because there's not a lot that can pressure Mesprit.
Mm-hmm.
And
he avoids the Sucker Punch.
Yeah. I don't know what Fury does here. She might want to get the Rotom out and reset that Rotom special attack.
Yep. Good switch.
Okay.
She's gonna launch some Rock Slides.
That is an interesting protect. I suppose she was worried of a move from the Mesprit, but it's only going to be a Terra Blast really that would do damage because the stored power is so weak at this point. Yeah. And then the Toadscruel is stuck to Choice Scarf Rage Powder. So it's still stuck to Rage Powder, and it's 1 HP. So I think, I think it's pretty obvious what Fury does. I think she Rock Slides and Leaf Blades the Mesprit.
Yeah. Yep. Full fit.
Yep, and you always run this flinch chance.
Another Calm Mind?
Yep. This is just one of those, when you get into the Sucker Punch and Thunderclap moves, you get into these weird areas where you just want to keep setting up because you can't necessarily attack.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's kind of up to Saget whether he wants to call the Sucker Punch or if he wants to call another Leaf Blade.
That's stressful. What do you do here?
I don't know. And also, the stored power doesn't actually affect the shift tree. So
I think you should protect. You should protect and try to get the shift tree kill with alchemy. Yeah.
good call. Well, that's what Saget decides to do. Let's see how Fury plays it. I think she'll definitely rock slide again. So the Alcremie might not get the move off for one, and two, it is just going to take a little bit of damage.
Yeah. Yep. So let's see. See if the flinch. Oh.
Okay. Goes for the
All
double.
right. Shift
I
tree.
think.
Yep.
I think you know, she has like the luxury to do that. She has the luxury to go for a double there because she's ahead on Pokemon. It's one of those things where it's like you can hit into the double protect and you still have the resources, I think, to pull ahead if you keep. You could like she can run the same double now again in this Pokemon that's slower than both of hers, and there's nothing Saget can really do in response.
Well, it's funny because I think Alchemy is turning out to be a big offensive threat with that Garchomp.
Yeah, that's true. That's honestly true.
Yeah,
with the Shift Tree and the Garchomp.
Yeah, he's kind of putting the target on Mesprit, but Alchemy could be the difference here.
Yeah, I just wonder. I wonder how much Alluring Voice does to the Chomp.
I think it did close to half, right?
Close to half.
Last game, yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Big T-type dragon, though. Are we going to see the double rock slide here?
Oh.
Wow. No.
And Terra Blast.
That should kill. Okay.
Yep, and it's looking like with Saget just having one remaining Pokemon, it's looking like Fury is going to close this one out, and we will see a big game 3.
Wow.
I think, though, as we kind of pointed out after game 1, I think Rotom Heat was a big part of this one. You know, it was able to pressure Toad Scroll so much that Trick Room wasn't like an easy option to pull the trigger on anymore. And also it forced the Terra on Inteleon. Well, two of her Pokemon forced the Terra on Inteleon because you have the Fake Out and the Thunderbolt, you know, forcing Saget to Rage Powder that Toad Scroll as well. So
wow. Yeah. Big game 3 coming.
Yep. Yeah, I wonder what kind of adjustments do you think Saget will make for game 3?
Let's see. Does he bring Dragapult or Chien Pao?
You know, I feel like a lot of times Saget likes to use his other pieces to play, and it's like you rarely see the Chien-Pao Dragapult led together, but it is always just such an offensive threat. You know, you always have to play around it. We could see that though. I don't think that's bad at all.
I think he considers it more here.
The only thing is like Saget is probably scared of just the sand rush Lycanroc. You know, it outspeeds both, and then it's like you could get rock slided, you can get crunched, because you have to think crunch and rock slide completely corner Chien-Pao and Dragapult, including their Terras, because crunch is going to hit Chien-Pao, the Terragos as well. So yeah, that's a good set. That's a good set bring on Fury's part.
Yeah, Alchemy can't really touch the Rotom Heat, so that is something to keep in mind for Fury.
Yeah, honestly, Rotom Heat just seems really good here.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is Saget can definitely bring Inteleon here and then just snipe shot the Rotom, because I noticed, last game he went for the Ice Beam on Shiftry instead, but
Right.
it looks like he is opting to not bring the Inteleon.
Wow.
We're seeing
See, I like the idea of Chien-Pao, but you're right. The Sandstorm is an issue.
the one saving grace is like maybe with this lead he can get some chip damage. Maybe he can get some chip damage.
It probably for sure outgoes the Garchomp though, right?
Yeah, it would
That could be
definitely
huge.
OHKO the Garchomp. Definitely OHKO the Garchomp. It's just like a Pokemon like Shiftry would be kind of hard for it to deal with, I guess, because you'd have to it needs two hits to take it out. It's got no Sucker Punch on the Chien-Pao, so if it gets outsped by the
Oh, that's a
Lycanroc,
scary lead. Seems weirdly this team, Fury's team seems weirdly familiar to another team we've seen in the past. Can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe
I don't know.
Season 5, maybe.
No, I think that one had Rotom Mo.
Oh, I think you're right, actually.
No, but this is actually, you're right. This team is tried and true. It got a ring. It's a little different though. Fury's done a little bit of a different take on it. So that's always cool to see. Yeah, this is the fast mode lead we were talking about from Fury that would counter Dragon Pult and Chien-Pao. So Saget didn't opt to go that route. So I'm curious how this slower lead can deal with the two fast options from Fury's end.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
It ate that.
Jeez, that is insane. No damage taken.
Basically no damage.
Yeah, no damage taken. And also the Rotom is now stuck into Goat or Shadow Ball. So it's really not going to do anything to either of these guys. I think Saget's an interesting point. He could honestly even go for setup here. Fury's kind of struggling to pressure the Mesprit at this point. So we'll see. But it looks like Saget might take this opportunity to set Trick Room.
What did he click on Mesprit?
I think it was Protect. We'll have to see, though.
Oh, wow.
Is she calling the Trick Room? It looks like it.
There you go. Fastest thing on the field now.
Yep.
So yeah, he could have gone for a Calm Mind there.
Yeah, he probably could have got away with the Calm Mind. But, I actually do see what he's going for, because the Crunch would have been the only way, I guess, to take real damage. And so avoiding that is it's really good. So now I wonder what happens here.
So do you just attack and Rage Powder, or do you set up? I feel like you need to start attacking, but...
Well, I think the issue, though, is the stored power or the Terra Blast won't do anything to
that's true.
out on. That's the issue with this lead from Saget's end, is that, it doesn't do anything really without setup, I suppose, here. So Fury's in a really good spot, because, she calls the Trick Room again with the Hippowdon swap in, and now she's got the fastest thing on the field. Oh, wow.
That is interesting.
Yeah, the curse play. Yeah, I mean they're just trading, you
Yep.
know, just trading setup here.
That's
And
scary.
yeah, oh man, I don't know who to be more scared of right now, but
He
I'm
could.
checking the team sheets and I don't see a move that actually abuses the attack boost on Hippowdon. It's heavy slam protect, slack off curse.
Well, it
So
doesn't heavy slam?
um
Or oh wow.
I don't know. It might actually. It might.
I want to say it does. I feel like I've calced
I
that
suppose.
before, but I don't know. That heavy slam did not much.
Yeah. Yeah. Mesper took that amazingly. So I don't know. I really don't know what'll happen here. I think though Saget definitely needs to start getting some damage off. Um, otherwise Trick Room's gonna run out and
Right.
it'll all be for naught. Setting it up and getting this Mesper set up. But
Yeah. That's been kind of my issue too, is I just haven't attacked early enough, I feel like. I try to try to set up a little too much. It is fun, but
yeah, well, the Trick Room, it seems like it's gonna last forever, but you have to remember if they have Protect, they can stall
yeah.
out 2 turns of
I
it
saw it. Yep.
with the just doing the protects correctly.
Common theme here. Third time T-type in the Garchomp.
Yeah, that is true. 3 Terras on Chomp. She's really
Yep.
confident in this Terra Dragon.
Saget does have Chin Pao in the back, right?
Yes. That's the one thing that could wind up costing Fury here is going for the Terra Dragon. Because, if she had gone for the Terra Steel on the Hippowdon, that thing could have lived forever against that. It could have just lived, a lot longer than taking its Icicle Crashes at least. I know it has Sacred Sword, but it could have been an interesting 50-50 later on.
Yeah. Also a little extra boost to the heavy slam as well.
Yeah, that's true as well. So we're seeing more setup.
Yep.
And Trick Room is finally over.
Yeah. I was going to say, I feel like both sides have been a little bit passive here.
Yeah, well, when you get spored,
True.
you gotta take your time. You gotta take your time. Gotta hit the snooze button a couple turns. Yeah, but we have Spencer Kent Cochran in the chat. This is giving Chomp time to wake up. This is true.
True.
But Saget doesn't have a way to get a lot of damage off with this duo is the issue.
Oh, the wake up.
Yeah, this Terra Blast will do a lot. Ooh.
Wow. That is a bulky toad.
Narrowly missing.
Oh! Jeez.
Wow. And a Spirit Bomb.
A Spirit Bomb again. Wow.
Yes. That is a massive Spirit Bomb.
Nom that thing.
Yeah. Wow. And that is really, really big for Saget. That live on the Toad Scroll is massive.
Yeah.
Oh, but now, you know what? Fury bringing in this Lycanroc actually makes the live not matter as much because this Rock Slide, as long as it connects on both,
Yep.
Basically negates this live because the Chomp can then just attack into the Mesprit.
True. Yeah, Fury's in a good spot.
Yeah, Fury's in a really great spot, to be honest. But I will say, if this Protect is a great play from Saget, because if Saget does Protect, he can kind of flip the script a little bit by bringing in Chin Pao.
True, true. Oh, wow.
So we'll see. All right.
Okay.
There goes the Toad Scroll.
Man, this has been a great set so far.
Yeah, this has been an amazing set. You always love a game 3, and especially when it's super close.
Yeah.
So let's see. I think Saget has to bring in Chin Pao. I believe he's got to bring in someone to kind of flip the speeds here, because he's just so pressured by Fury's lead here.
And Chin Pao would be the fastest thing, right?
Yeah, I don't see Sand anymore, so I think that it would be, yeah. Man, this is scary for Fury. I don't know what she's gonna do.
True. Yeah.
Oh man. She's losing somebody here, and she just has to kind of call whatever Saget's going to select.
Yeah. There's a switch in here that could be huge.
Oh, that's smart. A strong Excel Rock. But I think Saget might have played for the Excel Rock.
Wow.
All right, and that was a big turn for Saget.
Yeah, so choice Scarf Rotom, right? Yep.
Yeah, this Rotom is honestly really good here. The only issue is it being the last one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because it's just too bad, because think of the move selection here.
Mm-hmm.
It can't select any move that's going to be good against everything.
Nope.
If the Mesprit being Tear Ground here is actually so good, because
it is. Wow.
Yeah. If Fury could have committed to a Thunderbolt, I guess, with that damage, it wouldn't have mattered anyways.
Yeah.
That Mesprit is so bulky.
That's it.
And a Spirit Bomb to close out the set. Yeah,
wow.
That is an amazing nickname. I hope it gets nominated. That was,
for sure.
That was crazy. It was true to the name. It just sat there and bulked up the entire game, holding the Spirit Bomb up. That was
the caption.
That was an awesome set.
Yeah, the caption needs to be "Lend me your energy" for that one.
All right.
That's a happy Blastoise right there.
Yeah, it is. Rightfully so. So we're going to get to a post-game interview now. We have Saget here with us. Fury may be joining us in a bit. We are not certain yet. But welcome, Saget. Just to start off, how are you feeling after that one?
Pretty good. Huge blunder game 2, but I was able to bounce back game 3, so feeling pretty good.
Yeah. Were you worried at all about Fury's fast mode? We noticed you never chose to do Dragapult and Chin Pao as a lead, as we saw, the Scarf Rotom and then also Sand Rush, Lycanroc. Were you just scared about just being outsped?
Actually, it was mostly the Shift Tree that stopped me from doing that, just because Sucker Punch is so strong into Dragapult, and of course, I have to play the mind games with Chin Pao, where it's like, well, if the Fake Out comes out, I want to Terra Ghost, but if it's Sucker Punch, then I'll just die from that. So I just didn't want to have to play that mind game, so I relied on the slow mode.
I like that. Spirit Bomb coming in big.
How bulky was that Mesprit, by the way? Because holy crap, that thing 8 hits.
So it was entirely physical defense, pretty much.
Wow.
And I had a good amount of special attack in there too, but I'm shocked. I guess the two Calm Minds helped live that, but yeah, I thought I might have thrown at the very end there.
Did you foresee the Spirit Bomb Mesprit playing so much like a true Spirit Bomb? We found that funny because it literally was just setting up in its corner, just waiting to drop.
That is
Spirit Bomb.
exactly.
In my preparation, I mostly invested in physical bulk, just because you had that really strong offensive core of Dragapult and Chin Pao. So I was not really ready for the Mesprit to come out with special attacks, and like nothing I had was doing much damage to it aside from Garchomp. So when I saw that, I was hoping that you wouldn't, that you would try to out mind game yourself and not click Ice Spinner into Mesprit, because I figured if I switched in Rotom just gets 1-2'd and it's over. And that wasn't going to be fair. So I had to play the game of, oh, you might read me hard switching and do something else. That's the only option I really saw.
So, yeah, I went aggressive with Chen Pao there just because I was fairly, like, as long as I Ice Spinnered into Garchomp, it was going to live that turn, presumably. I guess I was really expecting the Accelerock, so I didn't consider the Rock Slide might kill, but I was in that mindset of Chen Pao's going to live this turn. I just needed to make it to next turn, and Mesprit can kill Lycanroc on this turn.
Yeah, also that Toadscroll was living some big hits. One was the Terra Dragon Terra Blast, and I think it lived an Overheat with like 5% left.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It had 2 huge lives. Yeah.
Was that thing pretty bulked up?
Oh yeah, it was all bulk.
Nice.
And it's been pretty reliable all season. So,
Yeah.
or at least so far that I've had it, it's been very clutch. So.
Yeah, it was pretty annoying, but I mean, I didn't feel like it was that bad. It was just those lives like shifted the game for sure.
Yeah, definitely. At least the Terra Dragon Blast, like the game 2 was I think that was game 2 anyway. That was pretty much over regardless. Like it definitely bought me some time and maybe helped like differential, but
yeah. It was also cool seeing both Toadscroll and Tentacruel in the lineups.
Yeah,
and they both had
especially with
pressure.
Acupressure. That's so funny. Yeah,
that was insane. Yeah,
that was really funny.
Yeah, I just didn't find a good spot to bring it because I guess I should have put on Liquidation instead. I considered it, but I was not ready for Terra Ground Mesprit. That's all I want to say.
Yeah,
that choice kind of rolled me.
That Terra wound up being like, I feel like really good too because it just countered your like only special. I guess not your only, like one of your only special guys with Rotom Heat, who was like, I feel like Rotom Heat was super good here. That definitely was a deterrent. Was the Terra Ground?
Yeah, we thought you were going to bring it game 2, and you did. So that was a good move.
Yeah, your game 2 was amazing. I feel like the Rotom Heat on lead was just really good. Were you thinking about the Snipe Shot game 2, Fury, from Saget and Talion, or did you think that he was going to target into the Shiftry?
So I actually misread the Terra sheet and thought that he had a different Terra than Ghost. So I was just thinking it was free fake out into kill it.
I got you. Yeah, but the Shiftry wound up living anyway, so I feel like it worked out.
Yeah.
And the Choice Scarf trick was honestly a decent bring too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm curious about that Shiftry. How much bulk did it have? Because I mean,
it was max H. It was max HP. Aside from that, it didn't have any other bulk. I don't think.
Yeah, I guess if you're,
it might have been like 4 defense. But it was mostly max HP.
To do speed, I guess, and yeah, you had a lot of priority too, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I felt like with the team guy had, I couldn't really find a safe place to set up Trick Room with Kilowattrel between Dragapult and Chen Pao, so I just left it. I figured you would lean more towards Tailwind not Tailwind, but Trick Room anyway, so I went more for bulk than speed. Only really having speed on Lycanroc to make sure that it would outspeed Chen Pao in Sand, and then enough on Rotom to outspeed Chen Pao as well.
Nice.
I think that's smart. Why did you bring Terra Blast on Garchomp?
I felt like Dragon Claw wasn't going to do enough damage by itself, and Outrage was too much of a liability, so I went with Terra Dragon Terra Blast because I didn't really feel like there were many other Terras I would want to go for on Garchomp that wouldn't be counted by one of his other Pokemon.
That is fair, but I think Terra Blast and Dragon Claw are the same damage. I think.
Oh, it was base 100.
Well,
Turbo Blast is 80.
yeah.
Fair enough. Oh well.
It was still though. Choice Band was going nuts.
Hey, they were hitting.
Yeah, it just barely missed the Oko on the Toad Scroll, so not a bad bring.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think I have anything else to say on this. I felt like there were a lot of good luck moments for me and a lot of bad lucks. Like how many times I managed to miss Rock Slide on Spirit Bomb. I think I missed it like 6 or 7 times throughout all 3 games. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, we kept thinking we might get a flinch at some point. I don't think there was.
I think I only got a flinch on Toad School.
There was one flinch and I think 2 or 3 misses. I definitely got pretty lucky in terms of the flinches. Like I was terrified every time. Like, oh god, am I gonna get flinched here? And then yeah, it ended up happening that 3rd game, and luckily it wasn't a huge problem. Definitely, I had to slow down what I wanted to do, stall a little bit, but.
Yeah, I think 3rd game, if I knew that Toad School was going to live the Terra Dragon Terra Blast, I might have just not Terra'd and then went with just double slide and see if I could get lucky. But I didn't have any way of knowing that I was going to live.
Yeah, that's fair. And I guess though, what does help with the Rock Slide rolls is using Rage Powder, I suppose, because then you just avoid the chance of it. Just because you have the prio. But yeah, the Mesprit was tanking them. Yeah,
and then for some reason the last turn was just I thought that Accelerock could kill Chien-Pao, and of course with the timer up, I didn't exactly have time to go out and damage calculate it. I just was like, it's pretty fragile. It might kill, and it did not. So that's just a no.
Yeah, that's a tough play, anyways, because you kind of have to make is the Chien-Pao going to go and attack into me or?
Well, yeah, I think the Accelerock was safer there because it would have gone first if you clicked Rock Slide. So.
Yeah, but it's kind of tough, right?
I will say I almost clicked Ice Shard. Not almost, but it was something that I considered. But I definitely knew I had to get Garchomp off the board first. But
Fury, did you call the Trick Rooms with all those Hippowdon switch-ins? We kind of just assumed you were calling the Toad Scroll setting it.
Sometimes it was, but it was not all the time. Sometimes it was just I wanted to bring it in to have Lycanroc outspeed or have Garchomp have a chance of evading. I was sad when Garchomp did not evade the Spore, but I was very happy when I got the 1 turn sleep, so I can't really complain too much.
I can't, it didn't end up mattering at all, but I can't believe I got an accuracy boost from Acupressure. That's so situationally perfect.
I was hoping for a speed boost because I thought it'd be very funny to make your Mesprit slower, but it did not happen.
I like the gamble with that. Acupressure's a little gamble.
It is.
All right. Yeah, well, I think that's all for me. Sorry that this was really late again, though.
Oh,
that's all right.
Yep.
All right. Well, have a good night, all.
You too.
Thanks for playing. And we will now be closing up shop here. Any last words?
Thanks, everybody. It's a really cool thing. Honored to be here.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing on stream a couple times, and hopefully if we do it in playoffs, I might get to do another one.
Yeah. And Saget is the MVP, just taking both dubs in a row. So now we'll be heading into our final match of the week for the regular season. So make sure to tune in next week. and it will be me versus Damage. So
Ooh.
hopefully a good match. But thank you everyone for watching so far, and we will catch you next week.